Oh, crap. Oh, no. 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 What are they doing? Why? 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 Welcome back to Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. This is my first time back to this game since I tried the other game called Darkest Days, which is also a zombie survival game. And I'm assuming that it's a coincidence they both ended up with the same title. But that does mean it's been a while since I played this game. I rewatched the ending of the previous episode to remind myself what we're doing, and here's what we're doing. We've got 2 escape plans in the hopper. One is in the Seneca district somewhere, and one is in the Kingside district all the way up here in Millwood Manor. However, this is out of range of our current base. And so what I think we need to do is go up to the Briarwood Motel, and maybe this has something to do with one of the escape plans, but more importantly, it's got new locations discoverable, which means that it might help us find a new base that is closer to our destinations. And I'm not sure, I don't remember if the first time you look at a site, it tells you whether or not it's a potential place to settle. Okay, over here. This is a place that I think have I already searched this? The resources are very low. So it does seem like this, I've forgotten now, like where I've lived before or where I've, unlocked. But it does look like it's possible that places I can live already have this little house symbol on them, no matter what. And so that means the motel is not a place where I could settle. But maybe it knows about a place where I could settle. So that's got to be my goal. The threat level there, though, is very high. And as is my habit, I made a couple episodes with this game and then took a long break in between. So I am actually really grateful that, by and large, this game adopted practically the same control scheme as State of Decay 2. So most of the controls are really easy for me to remember. A to vault over things, LB to run, B to crouch. Though actually I think B to crouch is an older control for State of Decay. I'm not sure why he's got a hold to cancel button over his head. I'm not sure what I had him doing. I might have... Here, let me switch characters real fast. Okay, yeah, so it looks like I've got some characters who are still busy doing jobs that I assigned to them last time. So, for instance, he is still working on... Is that working on barricades? He's working on upgrading the barricades and adding a bed. Okay, well, I will leave him to that. Leo, what are you up to? You need to eat some food. Let's get you some food. Now, Leo does not mind eating junk food, so I think I will just load him up on our extra junk food because some of our characters are sensitive about that. Let's just have him eat the junk food. He's a teenager. He can deal with it. Rahul is a little bit hungry. Let's see if we've got some veggie soup for him. And I've noticed that we've got these little circles next to the characters' faces on the other corner of the screen. And I think that is new. I don't remember seeing those before. And it makes me wonder if that's a recent addition, because this game is in early access. They're still working on it. So it could easily be that they just added that as a feature. So yeah, we're going to shove some goulash into this old man. However, he's also going to need some sleep. So I don't know why he's got a hold to cancel button over his head. Because I don't think he's got a job. The fact that he's running around, I think means he doesn't have a job. So I don't know what I'd be canceling exactly. But I'm going to get him some sleep. I'm assuming that I can feed Daryl while he's working. So we'll feed him some goulash. And now, who is not sleeping? So, okay, so we're going to want to send 1 or 2 people after that motel. And so far, my most successful explorers have been Leo and Aubrey. So I'm inclined to send the 2 of them. Rahul, we should give some kind of job to. Let's see how our... I just held the right trigger attempting to make Rahul run because I've been playing Mad Max. Okay, so we're already collecting water. We are not planting seeds, and I feel like we should whenever we get the chance. So he'll do that. And I think... We did take some hits to our barricades, but not enough to put us in massive danger. So I think it makes sense to leave... Yeah, to leave Daryl doing what he's doing, and to send my two, like, runners out to the motel. I like that Leo's complaining about the heat because my office is also hot. It builds a connection between me and the character on the screen. Okay, so let's give him a quiet weapon and a smackety weapon. And another backup quiet weapon. Like, I kind of want, as usual, I want him to kind of go through the weapons that we've got, rather than... Here, let's give another one that's going to break. Rather than, just basically taking another weapon. The thing I don't want is to have just a closet full of half-broken weapons. If I've got a half-broken weapon, I want to send it with somebody. So we'll send him out with that, and then let's give him a lockpick. That's our only lockpick. We need to craft some more when we get the chance. And we'll say that is what he's doing, and then we'll send Aubrey as well. She can do that, right? Why is the Y button not letting... Historically, I've been able to send 2 people out. In fact, that was a big deal when somebody told me I could do that. Was that exploitable in some way? Do you think they might have patched that out so we can no longer send 2 people out at night? Interesting. I think I need to read... If there's been a patch, I think I need to read the patch notes, because it definitely seems like she can't go. Of course, we also had that weird, mysterious B to cancel thing on the old man. So it's entirely possible that we've got like a bug here. Maybe from an update landing, on top of my save. So I'll try again tomorrow to see if I get 2 people to run around and do stuff. But in the meantime, I'm trying to remember where a person makes lockpicks. It's here. Okay, you know what? Let's make one more lockpick so that we've got extras, because he's got room in his queue for daytime. But yeah, I guess we gotta find a job for Aubrey to do. We could always... Let's see here. She's not as effective at making weapons. I think was it Daryl that was more effective at making weapons? Pipe bombs? That's neat. We don't have the broken pieces we need to make any of these other guns, unfortunately. Makeshift machete. Have I had that one before? Oh, wait. Ooh, makeshift axe. Durability, very high. The speed and noise situation is better for the machete than for the axe. The axe needs 5 wood, 3 duct tape, and 5 gears. More gears, less... Oh, but no wood. It's all screws and duct tape. I'm inclined to make one of these, actually. This seems pretty cool. And I don't want to make a lot... Well, we've got so many bottles, but I don't know if I want to make a lot more of this stuff. So, yeah, I think maybe I'll just leave her with the machete. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to try out the axe, but we need that wood to keep our barricades going. So maybe I'll just have her do that. And I'll run out with Leo and check out the motel. Okay, here we are at the motel. It's our first time here. And we've already got a zombie in the background. I don't think I can climb up on the roof. Oh, wait, there's a person up there. And there's a zombie in here. So we'll wait till it turns around. And then we will murder it. And that is about to break our weapon, but hasn't quite broken it yet. Okay, yeah, so this motel has got multiple buildings. There's a zombie in the background. Okay, I was assuming I had to be able to climb this because otherwise it's nonsensical that there's a human waiting up here for me. Get out of here, you miserable piece of... Took you long enough. A what? Last group that came by left me up here to starve. Why would they do that? Beats me. We were drinking, smoking, all that good shit. Then some chick starts screaming at me, saying she found my stash and I've been holding out. My weapons, my food. Why would I share with strangers? Do you need a place to go? Of course I do. Not going to be staying here, am I? I can help, if you're willing to start sharing. Oh, great. I asked for a sign and he sends me some commie dipshit. Watch it. Grow up. I need to get out of here and you've got a place to go. I haven't said yes yet. You're kidding me. What, you'd say no to me because I said some mean swears? I guarantee I'll be more useful than any other asshole you've got. Okay. Now, he does seem like a bad person. But at the same time, I'm not sure how being a bad person is reflected in the game mechanics. This might just be a flavor thing, and there's no negative impact to having this guy in the community at all. And I'm not sure if it'll tell me what his impact on the community will be until I've recruited him. So, I mean, if I absolutely hate him, I can always get him killed. Though, I think that might also have a negative impact of its own on the community. I'm just out of professional curiosity. I'm actually inclined to find out what this bad person does to my community if I recruit him. Oh, it does tell me in advance. Okay, so he's evasive. A small chance of not taking damage in combat. I like that. He's not good at repairing barricades. That's fine. I got people who are good at that. And he loses morale from eating junk food or uncooked meals. But there doesn't seem to be anything mechanical saying that he'll hurt my community. He's just a jerk in the storytelling, as far as I can tell. So yeah, I'm going to say happy to have you. Of course, I now have to feed him, but whatever. One thing I'm very curious about, though, is if that really was a bug that prevented me from sending 2 people out. Because if I can't send 2 people out, having this many people is going to start becoming weird. Except as just, backup bodies, basically, in case I lose folks. Like, that's a reason to recruit people. Ooh, looks like we've got an escape plan thing nearby. Okay, this looks like a big room. So I'm going to wait a moment until I see if there's a zombie that's wandering back and forth. I'm definitely hearing like humming sounds and things, but I think that could be coming from upstairs. All right, unless this is the biggest laundry room in the world, I'm betting there's no zombies in it. At least no wandering zombies. Okay, yeah. No, just off screen, there was a closed door. Oh, hey. I think that they fixed the bug where there used to be like a window in the Fog of War over here. That's gone now. Okay, so I could move on. However, I'm kind of curious what happens if I climb up the outside of the building, because it seemed like that was an option as well. Can I see into this window while I'm climbing? Looks like no. Okay, okay. Please tell me there's no zombie up here. No zombie. Oh, there's a zombie right below me. There's multiple zombies on the breezeway. Okay. Oh, I saw that shadow of an antenna. Got freaked out. Okay. It looks like there's a hole down into a room. That I'm going to avoid using because there's a zombie down there. Okay, let's see if this finds me any places. Stanton and Son Meats, a cut above the rest. Okay, I don't know what kind of place that is. That might be the place I came here to find. Is there a way to climb down this side? Yes. Is it going to land me in the lap of a zombie? So far, no. And I'm assuming this is the exit over here, but let's make sure. Yep, that's the exit. Okay, we've explored the periphery of this place. Now we've got a zombie in the foreground here, which I think will ignore me. I'm hearing a lot of zombie noises. I'm going to switch to my fancier weapon. Okay, yeah, looks like we got 2 in here, which could be problematic depending on how big that room is. Oh yeah, they turn around right next to each other. Okay. Okay. I'm going to see if I can kill one of them real fast. Okay, okay. Zombie did not see me. That was crazy, but the zombie did not see me. Let's equip another stealth weapon that will be destroyed on use. We'll wait for that zombie to come back. But if I'd used a louder weapon, I probably would have woken up the zombie behind me, and that would have been very bad for me. So, glad it went the way it did. Oh, crap. Oh, no. 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 What are they doing? Why? 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 Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm just busting up some doors like crazy. No idea why those guys woke up. No idea. Okay, okay, we're heading back to the shelter. I was not going to mess with that situation. I wonder if that was that from me just spending too much time in that room? Or was it scripted? I have no idea. I did come home with some stuff. The barricades came under attack, though, so we have to do something about that. And there's a knock at the door. A young woman stands there, her face shiny with sweat or tears. She's barely standing upright. If you've got water, please, I'll give... She takes a fancy-looking watch off her wrist and pushes it towards us in a desperate offer of trade. Okay, yeah, so we gave her a bottled water and got an expensive watch in return, I guess. All right. Leo's not feeling great. Let's see who else. Okay, so Aubrey needs to eat. Let's take care of people first. Meat stew. Wait, didn't we have... Yeah, there's goulash. Let's have Aubrey eat some goulash. Let's have... Oh, Rahul is hungry again. Guess that vegetable soup isn't very filling. All right, so... We've got the new guy. Let's check out the new guy. Hudson. What is Hudson's deal? He's wired. Fatigue is suppressed by stimulants. Okay, so he's just high. That's great. Okay. So I'm definitely taking Hudson out because we're going to go... Okay, yes, okay. This was what I was hoping for. The meat place is a potential shelter. However, I really want to check out the motel some more. So I'm going to send Hudson to the hotel. We'll send him with some absolute garbage weapons. Because we don't care about him very much. But now I want to know if... Let's send Aubrey. If Aubrey can also use this. She can't. I think they've changed the game. So you can only send one scavenger out a night. right? Nobody else can. I was thinking that maybe what if Lester was somehow like marked as having been told to scavenge, and so having him busy, because that's why he had the cancel thing. Maybe having him be busy was the reason we couldn't put everyone to work, but no. All right, so he's going to work on our barricades. I should probably have Daryl. I'm trying to remember, because he had a special ability that made it so that he could make more weapons, right? Melee weapons are cheaper to craft. Yeah, so he should have been the one who was making the machete, because I think he uses less stuff to do it. But whatever. I'm trying to remember if any of these. Yeah, I don't really have enough stuff to want to make a whole bunch of things. I'm wondering if I've just got so many people and not as many things for them to do now that I can't send multiples out scavenging. I'm wondering if it's worthwhile to have some of them just spend time on their morale. Now, Leo, I should probably heal, because he's very valuable to me. I think, was it healing kit? Yes. So we'll use a healing kit and have him rest. And then Rahul I usually put in charge of producing food. So I think, yeah, so he should make some veggie soup for himself, but he could also make fancy foods for other people, like a casserole. I mean, I guess I could just sort of commit him to doing this stuff all night, right? Let's make a bunch of casseroles for everybody. And then Aubrey. I really wish I could send Aubrey out. I kind of got too many people now. We've got some water in a phase. Vegetables are growing. I mean, I could always make another filter just to create some more water. And then, yeah, I guess we'll send, what was the new guy's name? Hudson? Send Hudson out. They name him after Hudson from Aliens? Oh, crap. Okay. Okay. Let's try to get this zombie. This zombie was not here before. Weapon destroyed. Okay, so... Oh, crap. Let's see if I can... Okay, somebody about to land on me from above? I heard somebody bust through a door. Yeah, unfortunately, my other character busted through so many doors, just escaping. Crap. At this rate, I'm gonna bust my weapon. Okay, we got upstairs people, who I think are probably what was coming after me before. I might be able to take them out silently without them seeing each other. I don't know how far away a zombie can be from another zombie to not see them get killed. But I feel like this is within bounds from other experiences I've had. All right, my makeshift knife survived that. So yeah, I guess the high threat level in this level was probably about those zombies in the bathroom who suddenly surprised me by waking up All right, that zombie, I think I will pop up right in front of that zombie. Let's take care of other threats first before we try to mess with that one. Okay, I think... Okay, those two zombies are still there. They're still psychos. And they might still come after me at the drop of a hat. So I'm just going to try to close them in there and hope they don't wake up again. And then, is this zombie here? Is this zombie moving? Oh, I need... Did I not bring lockpicks? I didn't bring lockpicks. Crap, I brought lockpicks last time but didn't use them. Okay. Well, looking at what my options are, I might just have to... Crap. All right, this seems bad. I'm trying to run. I couldn't run down the stairs for some reason. Okay, well, it helps to have a disposable character. Is the zombie chasing me all the way? Yup. Okay. Well, I'm glad I found some healing supplies because Hudson's gonna need them. Luckily, Leo's done healing. Wow, okay. We would have had a serious problem if we hadn't repaired the barricades, because they destroyed as many barricades, but more barricades than I think I had left before I started repairing them. And a water outage. We turn on the faucet and nothing. Bottled water is now required to cook and to craft specific items. Was that not the case before? Have I just been building up a bunch of water without using it? Well, okay. So this guy is going to use some heals, and then tell me about this flesh wound. Oh, healing items are less effective, treated with a bandage. Well, let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to put him to bed. His morale is still amazing because he's still completely high off his gourd. Okay, so Daryl should eat, and Daryl doesn't care what he eats, so he'll eat junk food, and then we're gonna put him to work on the barricades because he's good at that. So I'm kind of overdoing it, but the zombies are also overdoing it a little bit, so it feels warranted. Leo, let's feed you some casserole. Yeah, that made him nice and full. Okay. So, now that Leo's all healed up, he is my best zombie fighter. I'm going to send him out there again. Oh, there's a lot of food over here. Feels like before we move on to Stanton and Son Meats, we should probably grab some of the food that's over here, especially since making food's going to get more expensive. I kind of want to go back to Briarwood one more time. And this time, bring lockpicks. And we've used all of our garbage weapons, so let's try out this machete. I kind of like this machete. And use a couple... Do we want just the one makeshift knife? Let's get makeshift knife and scissors, just in case. And I'm assuming we won't need bolt cutters. I feel like lockpicks are the style of thing we would need for the rooms that we've been seeing. So let's just go with that. And then, again, I'm going to keep trying. Just in case there's something weird I don't understand that's preventing a second person from going. But no, Aubrey can't go. Okay. Well, what can we do at the workbench? Oh! Oh! This is the change. Okay. So it used to be you could always send multiple scavengers out, but no, it's now an upgrade you have to earn. Well, we can afford it, so we're going to do it. And I'm also going to make a couple of lockpicks because I can. Okay, we get that now. So soon we can send more people out. And then I'm going to make more water because I feel like we can't get enough now that the water's been shut off. Also, my dude is hungry, so we're going to give him a casserole. And I think that's everybody. Everybody's got jobs, so let's go out. And now I'm on the way to being able to use my people more efficiently. All right. So now we're back at Briarwood, and I think that I am now equipped to deal with the zombies that I know about. Okay, so that radio sound, it's up in that room up there. I think that means there's going to be some progress I can make on an escape plan if I can actually get up into that room. Unfortunately, there are zombies up there. There's at least one that I left alive last time, and I might have to just get into a stand-up fight with them. Ooh, no. It looks like maybe it was just a foreground or background zombie that came and joined the fight because I made a bunch of noise fighting the other one. Ooh, what was that? A spiked plank? Okay, I heard that noise, the radio noise, but I don't see anything up here. That's very strange. Did I miss something? Because usually that radio noise means that there's like a clue of some kind. Okay, we got a zombie right in front of us, but there was a hole in the roof over to the right. So maybe I don't want to open that door. Maybe what I want to do is climb up onto the roof and get that zombie from behind. But that zombie also has a hole right in front of it. Actually, if it's got a hole right in front of it, can I climb up into that hole? Let's go see. Let's go see if there's a way to climb up inside the laundry room. Or, wait, no, it's not the laundry room. That's to the left. This is the bedroom. Can I push up and go through this hole in the floor? I cannot. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to sneak back up onto the roof. We'll try to drop in behind that zombie. I may be asking for trouble because I don't know if that's the only zombie in that section of the map. There could be more. Yeah, I'm hearing that radio noise here. And okay, I'm just wondering, do I have enough space in my inventory to collect everything I'm going to find up there? I'm going to leave some extra space just in case. Because I don't want to have to take multiple trips to a place like that, where there's an elaborate process of getting there. Though actually now I feel like I might have wasted, because if I'm going to go in behind that zombie anyway, I might have wasted those lockpicks because between the hole in the roof and the hole in the floor, I might not have needed them. It just hadn't occurred to me that I would want to sneak up behind that zombie. Oh wait, does this drop me all the way down? Oh, look at that. Yes, it did drop. Wait, what? Let's try that again. That didn't seem... Okay, I think I just sort of was letting myself fall because I assumed that he would just hold on if I didn't do anything. But no, it looks like he just keeps falling down. Maybe unless I actively climb up. So, okay, well, I'm going to try actively climbing up as soon as I catch that, and we'll see how that goes. It's possible that that's actually... I can't actually drop down behind that zombie, but that would make me sad. Luckily, there's no timer, so that is a change that I appreciate between this and this war of mine. Like, you cannot just screw around and try different things in this war of mine because the time is ticking away, and you got to get out of there. If I remember right, of course, it's been a while since I played this war of mine. Okay. So let's climb down, and then we'll climb up. Okay. Oh, no, he just falls down. Wow. I think that's a bug. I don't think they did that intentionally. I think you're meant to be able to climb up there. I think there's something wrong with the collision there, or something on the floor. Well, you know what this means? Just got to walk right into this. Well, at least the zombies fall through the floor, too. And, of course, I took some damage. But... because I need to get better about dodging. Like, I know when zombies are going to attack me from experience. So I need to intentionally dodge way more. Yay, medical supplies. Okay, I think we've effectively cleared this place out. So I'm going to head back and pick up that cash that I left, and I think we're done coming to this motel. And Leo's wounds are minor enough. Ooh, gotta hide. I think I'm not going to worry too much about sending him somewhere else. I don't have to spend a bunch of healing supplies. Oh, we don't quite have enough? Okay, well, you know what? Unidentified pills, you're not coming with me. However, I should absolutely start feeding unidentified pills to Hudson. Honestly, I'm not sure why I haven't done that already. Like, if you're going to have a character eat a bunch of unidentified pills, it definitely should be the meth head. Okay. Oh, Hudson lost wired. Oh, no. A drawing. Wait. When did we find that? That must have been what that radio sound was. And did we pick it up? Did I just, like, hammer through a bunch of things to pick up and not pay attention? We found a child's picture crumpled on the floor. It shows a stick figure hiding under a bed and a group of monsters gathering outside. It made our skin crawl to look at it. All survivors lose morale. Nope. That wasn't it. That was just a weird thing that made us sad. Okay. So, Rahul. You made some veg, right? There it is. Let's just eat all the veg. We're feeding you a lot. And let's send you to bed because you're getting tired. And what else do we need to do? The barricades are at max. Let's have chili con carne. Let's wait till we're hungrier to have chili con carne. And let's eat a casserole. And then Aubrey also needs to sleep, so let's give her some rest. All right. And then Lester. Now, eventually, we're going to need to move on to that new home, but I think we're going to want to make as much food here as we can. Though I haven't explored that new home and like what its options are. Maybe it has some good food options itself. Right now, we've got... Okay, let's not start any new water collections, though. Might be worth starting some new food collections, though. So, yeah. We'll do that. And actually, I'm wondering if we should have more people do that. Oh, Hudson. Hudson is still recovering. That's interesting. And wait, why is he... Oh, we've got another bed. Okay, I'm going to have Hudson keep resting here with his wounds, which means we've got 2 people that we can send out. I don't know why Daryl's climbing out the window. But we're going to have Daryl and Leo go out tonight. So, we've got this place. It is a potential shelter. We have to kill all the zombies there in order to open it up. But it does have water collection and a garden. It only has 1 extra bed, though. So that's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking. But I think it's going to be important for us to establish that place. So I'm assuming it's not going to have any locked stuff. It's just going to have a lot of zombies to kill. So I'm going to give him the... Wait, what happened to the machete? Did I destroy it? I might have. Oh, there it is. It's right up there. So yeah, let's grab the machete and some sneaky bits and send him out to scavenge. And now we should also be able to send... Leo, why are you also climbing out the side of the building? What is wrong with you? Though actually, you know what they probably did? I think I haven't seen them do that before, because in the past when they've tried to do that, they've just been walking to the left against that window. So now I'm finding people climbing out the window because that's instead of the weird behavior they used to do. And so the question is, should I send more than 1 person up here, or should I also see what food we can get from Pogo's Greenhaven? This is extremely high threat, but there's also a lot of food, and we might want to grab this before we move north. So I'm going to give him a sneaky weapon and a heavier weapon and stuff for getting through doors. Okay, so now we've got 2 scavenging operations tonight, which we have earned, and I feel good about that. Our barricades are full. Everybody's doing useful things. So let's go out. We're going to start with Daryl. Okay, so this is the new home we're considering. It's the meat place. It's got the ability for us to make food. And I'm assuming it's got a lot of meat. Okay, we've got a zombie. Is it moving? Yes. Oh, it's rotating. Okay. Well, let's get close. And then, oh, wait, do I need to be pressed? Okay, I'm not sure if I need to be pressed against this obstacle to be invisible, but it looks like I am invisible right now, so. Okay, yeah, weapon destroyed. Let's search this while we're here. What was that? A pebble. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. It looks like... Yeah, I can throw a pebble to distract a zombie. Well, let's see if that's a thing I want to do. Okay, there's definitely a zombie there. Okay, yeah, it's walking back and forth. All right. And I can hear more mewling sounds. But maybe that's just her noises? Not sure. Ah, yes, meat. And a meat cleaver. I'm sure after all of these days since the apocalypse, the meat in here is very delicious. All right, I could probably have just grabbed that zombie the moment this started, but you never know. There could have been 2 zombies in there or something. You got to be very careful. So we'll wait for this zombie to come back. How big is this room? Come on, zombie. Come on, zombie. Thank you. Okay, zombie's up close, turns around, gets murdered. Got some medicinal herbs and another. They're giving me all the pebbles today for some reason. Hey, stop making noise. I don't know if those guys did anything that would affect other zombies that can reach me. Okay. Yeah, my sneaky knife is losing durability. Okay, how often are you looking to the left? Is it all the time? Or are you going to turn around on me the moment I come into this room? Okay, I feel like you would have turned around by now. Okay, weapon destroyed. Let's see. Ah, we're finding new places. Styx Arcade and the Indigo Rose, which might be another home site. I'm not sure if that's what that icon means, but maybe. Or maybe it just means motel or something. Okay, let's make sure that we are equipped with... Both of these actually have kind of low noise. This one does more damage, but let's use the cheaper one, because I'm not feeling a ton of threat so far, though we've only been to one side of this place. Oh no. Oh no, do you see that? While I was away, the zombies got through the gate. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's so good. Oh no. Oh, get away from me. I tried to dodge. Okay. That wasn't great. Oh crap. Dang it. Okay, is this a... What? I tried to dodge! I'm trying to dodge! Holy crap. Okay. Okay, Daryl's in huge trouble. The problem was I was trying to dodge, but I was trying to dodge back away from the zombie, and it changed my facing so that I was facing away from the zombie, dodging towards the zombie. So I need to not be moving the stick while I'm dodging. That's hard to do. Like so many games, you want to be pointing your stick in the direction of your dodge. Curing yourself of that impulse, that's a hard thing to ask a player for. Okay, unrelated place. But still, I did love the fact that they introduced more zombies by having them break through a gate off camera. That was brilliant stuff. And they could predict my movements. Like they knew that to get to that upper room where there was a zombie I had to kill in order to clear the space. Like I had to go past the zombies with the gate before I could reach that zombie that I had to kill. So like that would happen every single time. There wasn't a way for a player to subvert that series of actions. All right. Well, hopefully this will go a little better than the last thing I did. We got background zombie. We've got places to hide. Bunch of junk food for those who partake. And not really a way to go much further. Okay, so there's more to this place. There are those stairs that I skipped. They must be my main access to the rest of this place. I hear a zombie. Is there one that's going to be moving past me here? Nervous about just stepping out because there could be a zombie just waiting for me. The flickering lights are not helping me. There we are. Yes. All right. Okay, we got background zombies. And nothing to search up here? It's a 6-year-old's birthday party. Oh, they're having so much fun with the environmental storytelling here. Okay, telescope on the roof. Okay, I've discovered all the locations. There's nothing new. I don't... Oh, there is something over here to search. Cool. Glad I went this way. Ah, yes, food and meat. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't have room. Okay, well, I'll have to come back here, I guess. Maybe I brought too much stuff. Okay, if I drop down here, I'm stuck on that side. So I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to try to move all of the gear that is recoverable to an easier to gather location so we can come back for the rest of it later. So where is that location? I guess the kitchen is this the kitchen? What is this place? Yeah, it's kind of the kitchen. The kitchen might be the only place that's convenient to store and recover things. So let's just put all the junk food here. And what else? I want to bring the real food home. Bring the water home. Electrical, medicine. I mean, okay, let's leave the medicine too because I haven't found a huge use for it yet. My characters so far have not gotten sick. Though I know that could probably change at the drop of a hat. So now I can get the rest of this gear. Okay. And so now I guess it's time to drop into this kind of scary location over here where, like, okay, there's a zombie that I can see in the foreground and a zombie, like, who's on my plane, and then 2 zombies in the background. If I'm not quiet about this, everybody gets notified and I'm probably in massive trouble. So I have to be very quiet. What? Oh, crap. Okay. It did not let me stealth execute that zombie. Not sure why it didn't, but it didn't. So, oh. So we all had this status effect called Hope. And we've lost it. However, losing a status effect called Hope is different from losing hope. So the concatenated string here is great. Okay, zombies attacked our barricades last night. It's been almost an hour. However, I feel like we need to resolve that house that nearly killed Daryl. So first off, Daryl needs to use some medical supplies, and Daryl needs to go to bed. Actually, let's feed him too while we're here. Have some goulash, and then, yeah, go to bed. How did Hudson end up? Is he healed now? Hudson's healed. Okay, he's also hungry, though. Let's feed him some goulash. However, he's still trying to recover from his flesh wound. So I'm not sure if that is a thing I should worry about. Hey, Rahul? That's not Rahul. I switched to Leo by accident. I was trying to... Rahul, there you are. Hey, buddy. Let's go look at our food stuff. I suspect we're going to want to move within the next 3 turns. maybe even 2 turns. So let's have a look at this. Vegetables in 2 phases. Okay, we're not going to start any new vegetables, but we're going to be happy to get some of those. Water collection, I think that takes 2 turns. So I'm going to create one more filter so we have as much water as we can before we move. Though actually, I was thinking about doing that before, like, oh, before we next move, I have to do all this preparation. I just realized the next place has also got gardens and water. Like, I don't have to do all this stuff right now. But, oh well, I'm already doing it. Lester. We haven't taken Lester out in a while, and actually, okay, wait, Aubrey. Was Aubrey good at making healing stuff? Was that her thing? She was like a veterinarian, right? Craft more items for the same cost, yes. Okay. So, I'm wondering if it makes sense for us to make some medical supplies. We've got some still, but they're fairly cheap when she makes them. And it wouldn't be bad to have a few extra since I'm getting people practically killed. Do we already have a splint in the inventory? We do. Okay. So yeah, so maybe she only needs to make that one thing. So yeah, let's... Leo. Let's feed him some casserole. And should he be the one who kind of cleans up Daryl's mess and goes back to finish up that house? I think maybe so. He's the pro. Oh, but we've got this place, the Indigo Rose, which is lower threat than some of the other places we've been going. This one's almost non-existent threat. But it's got a few things, and it can discover some new locations that maybe we'll be able to reach from Stanton & Sons. So maybe, because this has a fresher set of zombies in it, maybe this is where I should send him. And, as usual, I'll bring a little bit of everything. And then maybe I'll have Lester. Let's have Lester go clean up. We haven't done anything with Lester in a while. Let's have Lester clean up the house. Oh, wait a minute. No. But that leaves Hudson to work on the barricades. And Hudson specifically sucks at barricades, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay, so Hudson has to go. Even though it's more expensive to heal Hudson now, I think. Let's send him there. Let's send him there with... what? Should we send Hudson with an electric guitar? Let's send Hudson with an electric guitar. Just because. Actually, wait. No, wait. Before Hudson goes out. Hudson needs to take some unidentified pills. Okay, so he's got a coping strategy. That's what he got. So that's going to help his morale, I think. So yes, okay, so he just got a morale stabilizer. That's what he's doing. Okay, so yeah. So now that Hudson has taken some drugs, he's ready to go take his electric guitar out to beat up some zombies. Its durability isn't that great, though, is it? No, it's fine. Well, you never know. These bars don't really tell you much. I guess we'll also send him with a meat cleaver in case he needs to be quieter. And then that leaves Lester. I said Lester. I keep miscalculating whose face is next, and I'll hit the button the wrong number of times. Yep. Let's have him work on the barricades. We're getting low on planks. We used to have a lot of planks. We got way less planks now. So we gotta be careful with that. But I think everybody's good. So let's go. And I think this will be our last trip this episode, because it's already over an hour. Okay, this is a new place. Indigo Rose. Looks like we got a foreground zombie and an open door. So I'm going to be cautious here. I'm going to check my phone. Yes. There we go. We're going to wait for this zombie to come in, and then we're going to kill it very quietly when it turns around. Okay. I do not know what this foreground zombie is going to do, because we've had those mess with me before. In fact, let's close that door. Looks like we had a background zombie. And a closed door. Barricaded. Okay. So that means... Okay, we're going to wait for this zombie to do one complete cycle before we take it out. Oh, crap. That door's open. Okay. I thought the zombie was just going to turn around right there, but no. Guess we got to wait a little bit longer. Okay. But it didn't have to go that far. All right. Let's check out the open space first. Good. We needed planks. Oh. Oh. Go away. I'm not just going to sit there. Oh, wait. Oh, no. What kind of hotel is this? That guy's handcuffed onto the bed. No. Okay. Okay. Wow. An animator had a lot of fun making that happen. Now, we've seen zombies, once they get off screen, changing behaviors like that. So we got to be careful. Okay, we are out of inventory space. I don't see a zombie in here. I'm going to be cautious, though. Okay, this just looks like it might be a potential way out. Yeah, I don't think I can climb here. Okay, so this is just a way for me to get out from this floor if I need to. Yep, he's still on there. Okay, so do I want to go up the right side or the left side? Because there was a ladder on the right, and there's this staircase right here. I guess I'll try the staircase first. Oh, there's a lot of barricading going on the left there. I wonder how I'm going to handle that. Okay, looks like we've got a zombie facing away from me. How consistent is that? Does it keep facing away from me all the time? I guess. And we've got foreground zombie. So yeah, it's definitely good. Oh, whoop. I didn't climb up this side because then that zombie would have seen me. I do not need pebbles. Now there's a barricade downstairs that I still need to get past. But yeah, this feels worthwhile. We found another arcade. There's 2 arcades and a communications place of some kind. Was it an advertising firm? And then, oh, we've got a zombie downstairs from us in a place that I don't know how to escape. So hopefully... Nope. Crap. I'm trying to go up. I'm trying to go up. Get off me. Nope. Okay, I just ran in front of those zombies. That was a bad plan. Oh, running in front of everybody. Ah! Ah! No. Okay. I didn't fight that zombie because I only had the knife, and I was just like panicked about the idea of trying to get into a knife fight with a potentially very fast zombie. So running felt like the better option, but now we've got an interesting place to explore. So, because I don't know where that zombie is going to end up. Like, is it going to be hiding in the same place? Probably not, right? Usually they just, hidden zombies, they just reset as like regular old zombies. Now, I've forgotten where I left the zombie who was chasing me before. I think they're on the right side. But I've forgotten a lot. Crap. I wonder if there's a way to get a drop on that zombie. By climbing? Oh, yeah, I could have done this before if I'd thought of it.
Yeah, change your region.
Okay, it looks like I might be able to stealth kill this zombie, but as long as he's alone, it might not matter what I kill him with. And I think my meth head here really wants to kill him with a guitar. So I'm going to try that. Okay, and that was the last threat. And I don't think there was anything else I needed to, like, grab. So, okay, well, Hudson did his job. That was quick. All right. It's nighttime. Everybody's healed up, which is good, I think. Actually, I don't know if Daryl is fully healed up. He might need more medicine, but we're going to find that out next episode because, you know, the game only saves at the end of the expedition, and so anything I do right now is going to be a waste of time. So where are we right now? So we've found a new home. We've cleared a new home, and the other place that we were scavenging is close to that new home. And so what I'm thinking is I need to check on my food projects that are still going. I think that they've got one more turn left. If so, I'm going to do whatever I can during that turn to try to, you know, prepare to move, scavenge any last places I need to scavenge, and then we're going to move to the new site and maybe make some progress on our escape plans. So that sounds great to me. There's my subscribe button. That's the next episode, and I think I'm going to go make it right now if I can.